Not since the horrors of the Black Plague has our land seen such despair. Almost 2 millennia after Sigmar founded the Empire, the realm is fractured and broken. 3 rival factions claim the Imperial crown: Marienburg, Middenheim, and Reichland. Blur of power brings the armies of men against one another in a seemingly endless tide of battle. An island of peace in a sea of conflict, Mordheim drew wealth such as the city had never seen into its walls. But with its prosperity came the corruption of arrogance and hedonism and greed. The gods could not long abide the outrages of Mordheim's populace. In the heavens, an ill star appeared. A great twin-tailed comet that some priests warned was nothing less than the hammer of Sigmar. They preached tidings of doom and repentance, but their sermons were ignored. An attitude of rebellious revelry gripped the city as the comet grew ever nearer. The grand festival to celebrate the turn of the year was a mockery of the apocalyptic prophecies. It was then that the hammer fell. The fiery comet plowed through the city, gouging a deep crater in the midst of the poor quarter. The wondrous palace of Count Steinhard was broken, the grand amphitheater shattered, the vast great library blighted by a pall of ash. Fire and smoke decimated the populace, but worse awaited the survivors. A malignant corruption that brought with it mutation and madness, the vile taint of chaos. In the shattered city, strange green-black stones were discovered. Strange energies emanated from these shards. Warlocks and alchemists experimented with these word stones and soon determined that their uncanny properties could work wonders. Wordstone could heal the sick, regenerate the old, or even turn base metal to gold. Lust for Wordstone focused avaricious eyes upon ruined Mordheim. Treasure hunters descended upon the city, vying with both mutated horrors that claimed the ruins as their own, and crusading zealots who sought to prevent the taint from spreading. Inhuman creatures filtered into Mordheim, staking their own claims. An endless pilgrimage of the greedy and ambitious, fighting and dying in a place now called the City of the Damned.
Hey guys, I'm Jones on occasion, and today we are playing some Mordheim, City of the Damned, which has like a beloved place in people's heart. On the tabletop, anyway, this game is largely seen as sort of a bit crap, but it's a huge amount of fun, I think, for Let's Plays. I think it's a really good game for that, because it's the same developers that went on to then make the Necromunda Tactics game as well, so you know that was janky and a bit silly, and the AI was a bit dumb, and, you know, it was a bit of a faff, but it was really fun. It was a really fun thing to play, so I figure Mordheim is the same. Now, I've actually recorded the entirety of the first episode, and I even made my warband and everything. We've done lots of stuff. I did loads of equipping and all the rest of it. Basically, it took 20 minutes to actually start the first skirmish, so just know that I've equipped all of my guys. You'll see plenty more like management and things as we go through the game. I'm going to do that on the tail end of every episode. So every episode will start with a battle, a skirmish, whatever you want to call it, and then we'll do a bunch of equipping and things. Otherwise, the game's like way too front-loaded on this episode. So we're about to just go straight in to a skirmish with our warband. Okay, you can see what they got equipped, so nothing is much of a secret. It's all fine. I'm sure you will catch up. Oh, also there's some veterancy points that you can put into stuff, which I'll show you at the start of the next episode. So you'll know what bonuses I picked. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, let's get straight to it.
Your scouts have discovered a rival warband in the vicinity. These warriors are clustered around their wagon, making them a very attractive target.
Okay, we are deploying somewhere. So, this is all very spooky, isn't it? So, let's have a look. Yeah, they are all the way over there. We're against the Nightborn. Okay, we're against the undead. We're against the undead, guys. That'll be spooky. I think... I mean, there's a lot of weird stone in the middle of the map. I think we want to go for that one. And then just, like, find the entrances through these and plug them up. So they end up single file at us while we grab that. Maybe we can sneak someone through. Or maybe we do just want to walk straight into the middle. Maybe we want to walk straight into the middle so we can secure all of these patches. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm deciding. We're going to go right in the middle. Let's just go nuts. If they start spreading out, then we can just push through and grab their loot from their cart. Alright, that's what we're going to try and do. So... yeah, you can start there, I guess. Do I want one person over here? Sure. Well, two people, because I think... actually, I'm probably not going to have line of sight ever, so I'll do that. We'll have him over there, and we'll have him over there. Okay, so we've already done half of the optional objective of having our idol still, so that's great. So they're starting. Man, look at our boy. He's good, isn't he? Yeah, he's good. So yeah, if the movement is a bit iffy, I'm sorry. It's just the game. That's how the game do. So what's really fun as well, as you can see, Mordheim is a mutated hell place. What made that noise? Anyway, it's a mutated hell place. And it's oozing and creaking and making horrible noises. But also, mutants can spawn around the place. You can actually have, like, horrible beasts that are around the map. They'll just sort of attack whatever's closest. And so you can actually, like, lure the enemy towards them or lure them towards enemies. Mostly, though, if you see them, they'll see you and they just eat you. But, you know, you can try and style it out. So, where am I going? So there is loot here. But I think we'll grab that on the way back to our cart if we're able to do that. But yeah, as you can see, like, it'll take a few turns to traverse the map. So for now, let's see what else is there. So there's stuff to scavenge there. So that was that building, right? That's that building. So there's some loot right there. So I'm going to stand here in ambush stance. We'll wait for everyone else to come up. We'll see where the enemies are going. And we'll try and figure out what the plan is. Okay, these two, though, I want to travel down here. And you know, maybe grab some stuff here. Plug up this area a bit. Figure out where the enemy are going to be. I thought it was a chest. Okay, that's as far as I'm getting. So the movement system's quite weird, by the way. You can retrace your steps and get all your movement points back. And it doesn't take height into account. When you go up steps, the circle doesn't change. So what you can do is, if you manage to get, like, this pip to show up, right, that, you know, is the middle of your circle, you can basically go upstairs, just like this. Just go up a bunch of flights of stairs all at once, and it's fine. Not a problem. Still just counts as one. But if you time it wrong, then you're getting a new pip at the top and the bottom of each staircase, so you end up spending a load. So it's pretty weird. It's a weird one. You know, on the tabletop, you just use a tape measure and you know, measure the distance you've ran, which is obviously a hell of a lot simpler. Okay, let's move into the middle then. And yeah, you set up an Overwatch. I doubt anything will come even near close enough to be able to actually, like, you know, capitalize on that. Got a boy in his light armor. He looks good. Stylish guy. Okay, Maro von Falkenberg. Okay, Maro. Let's go. Well, he is in heavy armor. So, you know, in heavy armor, he is slower. So where are we? We're right here. There's so much weird stone around here. I think we might try and get into here. And then these guys might be able to shimmy past. Alright, we're going to try. I just don't know if these guys will be able to hold off all the baddies. With his armor and his shield, you know, good parrying and stuff, he might be able to fight some enemies off. But, like, they might have, like, a vampire or something. Like, it's, you know, scary. There's tough stuff here. And having one person sneaking around the back of the map, that's one less person we have fighting. So one thing this game does do, which is kind of frustrating, is enemies will always match your warband in size. So as you unlock larger warbands, you can just leave slots empty and the enemy won't fill those slots either. A lot of the game is sort of nonsense in that regard. You know, you can't sort of like progress over them really all that well. So someone collected some weird stone, which is interesting because there's none nearby. There is none close. Which means they've probably gotten to here already, which is insane. Well, no, I guess it's their second turn. But, yeah, like we didn't see him coming in. Still waiting for our opponent. They got 3 weird stone. Alright, it's... Yeah, I think it's there. There's only one there now. There's like a little... I'm looking at the thing on top of his head there, the little glowy thing. What is that? Oh, is that a hand stretched out? Anyway, there's a lot of weird stuff in Mordheim. So... That's an archer. So yeah, the undead have archers. They do have like mortals that are under their thrall, which I think is very cool. Well, that looks like a vampire, and over there looks like a ghoul. That's a little frightening. Do I get the jump on him? Do I try and get the jump on him? Or do I set up an ambush so I can get the jump on him more cautiously? So that guy, right? It looks like these two might be able to get the jump on him, actually. So that's good. So what I might do is move over here. Right, set up an ambush. Maybe that ghoul will run out here. Maybe he won't. Yeah, I'll just hang out right in this corner. And then I'll get our own boy. You know, our main boy. To come over here and ambush by the crates. And we'll just sort of let everything run out to try and join the fighting. And we'll hopefully knock some of them out. Yeah, it might have been worth getting a strike on him early. But what I was worried about is the rest of his team running in. I did not want that. Though it does feel to me like they are... Yeah, we've got a bunch of guys in a row. It does look like, as you can see from the initiative counter at the top, there is still a handful of stuff of theirs that moves at the end of the turn. But yeah, it does seem like their vampire has very good initiative. There's some loot there, some weird stone there. Oh, you gotta watch out for these things. You see that little thing on the ground there? That was a trap of some kind. And yeah, if you activate any traps or anything... Oh, it's right there. Right there. And that archer's right through there. Is he going to run... Where's he going to run? Is that archer going to run over here to shoot our boys this way? Or is he going to run for the weird stone? I'm not sure. I'm wondering where I want to ambush, basically. But here doesn't seem terrible. If he wants to go for the weird stone, he's going to get charged. And if not, we'll just grab the weird stone, because it's the objective. So, therefore good. And yeah, we'll let him worry about the weird stone. And... okay, there's potentially loot to be had. Nope, it's in the next... It's in the building we just passed. Alright, let's retrace your steps. No. So there is something in this one as well. I think. It must be upstairs, though I'm not seeing it. Unless it's... Well, it could be up higher. Yeah, I think it's up higher. Alright, so this one. Yeah, this might be a good way to ambush him. And there's 2 chests right here. I could probably scavenge some of the ambush stance. He might just shoot me through the window. That is an option. But we'll see. I'm going to scavenge. There's a hunting rifle. And it has a rune slot, because it's rare. Better loot means you can put enchantments on them. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. That's real deadly. Real expensive. That's good loot. Good job, buddy. Good job. I could also loot that too. Because, yeah, I don't think it costs anything to loot. Well, that will. Yeah. I want to be able to make sure I can ambush out the window, out the door, basically. So I'll loot that later if I can. But, yeah, that might work. That might work. Might be a terrible idea. He might just get shot through the window and I get critted and then everyone starts crying. So, again, could just do a cheeky little ambush stance somewhere. Could try and get up in here. Just shoot off the balcony. Tell you what I want to do. I'm gonna bait that vampire in. By shooting him. Like that. Ooh, alright, it's not going to be perfect. 62% chance to hit him. And he's got good armor absorption, by the looks of it. But yeah, I think that might be worthwhile, right? I'm going to see if I can't get... Can you really not see him from there? Alright, I just wanted to have some more movement so I could retreat, basically. But yeah, we're going to try and shoot their vampire. We hit their vampire. That is a good start. I'm not going to reload. And we can't climb through there. I guess I can go here? Is he going to be able to charge me from there? Or is the ambush going to interrupt? I have no idea. I don't know. If we just go as far back as possible, we'll probably get shot by him. I don't care. I think we can handle that. Okay, now... Do I set up that ambush like I had planned? I think I probably do, yes. Or do I? Perception puts up his alertness. What is that going to give me? I actually don't know. Actually, I have no idea. Might show up traps or something? Because, yeah, anything like that thing. Top of his feathers. I think I'm tickling with his feathers. That looks like if I stand on it, it'll I don't know, shoot pus at me or something. Same with that thing right there. You know, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. As far as I'm aware. Yeah, alright. Let's set up an ambush here. It's such tiny range on his ambushes, but really it's in case he gets... Like, someone comes in to attack, like, join the fight against him after he's ambushed. The guy is what I want. I don't want to turn the corner and then be able to charge me. Basically, like, all of it in this game is really finicky. It's all incredibly finicky and weird. So he's got to be real careful. Okay, more of our opponents are going. I don't know if it's more ghouls or what. No idea. It's scary though, isn't it? Ghouls are freaky boys. I don't remember actually ever fighting them. I played most of the time playing this game was before any of the DLC came out.
A new round has started.
Oh, we succeeded the terror test, so we're able to attack him. Oh, we missed. Stanislaw von Bitte. Von Bitte. We can counterattack though, thank God. So at least we get a couple attacks, but God, I hope this hits him. Excellent. Okay, this is really good. We've done some good work to this vampire. He's done some alright work to us though, but we're definitely in the lead in terms of damage. Oh, where'd he go? Oh. Haha, we ambushed him. Oh God, look at him. Ooh. And he's winning. You little swine. Oh, come on, mate. Do better. So we have this thing. We have Squire's Curse. I don't know what it does. I don't know what it does, and it doesn't tell me. For some reason. Could you tell me? Could you tell me what it does? I think there's a way to look it up. But, I mean, I can only assume that it's a good thing to do this. Good. And, well, we can do it again. Do I want to curse him some more? Just uses up our movement. 1 movement point, so sure. Hell yes. We took out the leader already. That is really good news. I mean, parry's rubbish for him because he doesn't have a shield. But he's got good dodge chance. Although, we can just leave our leader to it. Okay, why can't I move around you that way? Come on. Yeah, if we move over here, we can help chop that guy up. Also, I can't ambush, you see. All of the warpstone is missing from there. All the warpstone is missing from there. Loot. Haha. Oh my god, we have his memento. Used only for bounty objectives, has no value and discarded after battle. Oh well, never mind then. But, fragments or shards, which ones are better? I actually have no idea. I wish it would tell me. But I think we're grabbing all of them. So, there is a problem with doing this, right? In that, it's going to hurt. Because you shouldn't touch this. I've been hit by warp effect. I'm not quite sure what that effect is. But that's okay. So there's more warpstone over there and there, actually. Well, he can't grab any, so he may as well get in the scrum. That's where the ghouls are. Okay, that's scary. That is scary. The fact we're in a doorway, though, they're going to have to try and go around us, which means we might be able to ambush them better. Or they might just all go for our young blood. Ooh. Though we will have a captain going next. Our archer can probably take a shot at that guy and then run off down here, but I am worried about this ghoul catching him. Man, this is interesting. This is getting interesting. This game's cool as hell. So yeah, we'll just leave that corpse there. I think I'm also going to leave that warpstone to that guy if he wants to go for it. And maybe that warpstone too. I think we're going to focus on trying to rout these guys. Because yeah, we picked up some warpstone. We're probably going to pick up some more in a minute. Oh, I'm going to have to reload. So let's actually do that before I move. Okay, he just got arm fatigue, I think. Okay, I can try and shoot him, but that's not going to work very well. How come? Oh, because he's engaged. And do I want to set up an Overwatch instead? Or I could shoot one of them. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah, red is the one we're attacking. So I could shoot him. Then I'm going to be stuck here, though. God, is that the best I can do? Oh, come on. Okay, good. I can shoot him and have 1 movement to back off. But, I mean, it's a good start, isn't it? God, Dawid here. That's 115 health. And he can do between 46 and 50 damage an attack? Well, I'm glad I hit him. Flippin' heck. Alright, well, let's hide behind him. And, yeah, we need to hit this guy. Really need to mess him up. I don't have any other attacks. I can parry stance at the end, though, which will help. Give me a 26% chance of parrying, which means if they attack you, and you parry it, you get to retaliate. Which is really, really quite powerful. And we got a crit. Hell yes. Okay, he's blocking the doorway, and he's critted. So he'll get up on his next turn. But that costs a bunch of his, like, movement and action points and stuff. So he'll be real worse for wear. And, I mean, we have awful movement. But that might be enough to get a charge on the first ghoul that comes in. So you have to hope that that does the job. And the enemy ghouls are going. Oh, they're going right around, interestingly enough. I think they might be trying to get a route to this guy that we're looking at now. I think they're trying to move around to get to him. Oh. Oh boy. That was lucky. Now he's on his way down, is he? Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go through that little gap. So, do I grab a bunch of weird stone now while I can? Or do I try and pin him down? I mean, there's 3 characters. One is on the ground right now. One of them is fighting a, you know, one of our better guys. I guess our captain can come and join as well. So yeah, I think this guy's probably going to come for the weird stone. Which I think I'll grab, and hopefully I can wrap this up quick enough that I can bring him help. I mean, he's right there. That's a different one. There's 2 ghouls here? He has 4 ghouls? Well, 4 ghouls, that guy, and a vampire. I guess that's his whole force, isn't it? But the fact there's 2 ghouls here is worrying. It's going to be difficult. We're going to need to, like, wrap up these 2 fights real quick to make sure he gets to survive. But, he's still got a lot of movement. So, if I grab... I get a full inventory of weird stone, I can just cover that other guy's back. Or try and get it so I can ambush in the doorway. So when that guy's finished, he can join this fight too. But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to go for the... what looks like the biggest spot. So that has a shard, so I assume that means that shards are better than fragments. Shards sound better than fragments. There's a warp effect, of course. Warp stone fragment. Choo! And, yeah, I don't entirely know what this does. Oh, it's made him more resistant to ranged and melee. Excellent. Good. As good or bad things can happen. Oh, see, that was a bad one. We got a bad warp effect. It still says that he's got only bonuses, though. But there might be a button that shows his other stats. I don't know. Ah, there we go. Oops. Oh, so the Horn's Rat Breath, that's what we walked into. We stepped in that. So it's Alt to bring this menu up. So he's got less initiative now. He's also tiring, so successive attacks cost more, that's fine. Dual wielding, damage is down, but of course he is with both items, so that's fine. Extra cost to melee attacks because of the warp's effect, and... okay, so just swaps between buffs and negatives, I guess. Yeah. I wish it would just give you a list of all of it. So my ranged and melee resistance is up. But my range resistance is way down. And attacking costs more. So I think he can attack once, though. I still think he can attack once. Yeah, if I do a charge stance... ooh, actually. Ooh, can he go through that hole? Can you go through that door? Maybe. Maybe. But what I might do is just stand here and ambush. Because, yeah, if they're walking around the stairs or if they're walking around that way, he'll ambush, and there should be ample room for other people to join that fight from, you know, a different direction. And that's what I need. I need to make sure he doesn't end up fighting one-on-one. Ouch. I'm surprised he was still able to attack, actually. And dodge. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. So, let's do this thing again. Squire's Curse. I don't know what it does. I really don't. But 80% chance to do 40 to 45 damage? I mean, yes please. We missed? Come on, man. You got to do better here. Alright, look, do Squire's Curse again. Alright, at least we hit him. Very low damage, though. And then dodge stance. We might need our captain to run back and start stabbing at him. Yeah, we're going to attack and then do a parry stance. This guy, I think might be their, like, hero, actually. Yeah, he's a hero. He's a Dreg. No wonder he was still able to attack when he got out. We were lucky to get that, we were really lucky to get that crit on him. Because, yeah, he'd be attacking twice a turn otherwise. So let's reload. God, what's terrifying is there's still another ghoul out here. Yeah, there he is. I mean, they might just go for the weird stone. But whoever I shoot is going to be engaged. Well, not necessarily. There's the guy around the corner as well. What I could do... switch weapons. Because I'm pretty sure his other weapon is a dagger. It might just be punching. I was thinking we could try and attack him some more. But I think our captain's going to do that. But I'd quite like a captain to attack that guy, ideally. I think what we're going to do... oh, we can aim as well. We can do an aimed shot, which is better. Let's try and hit him with an aimed shot, shall we? We do need to damage him. The fact that ghouls do so much damage for being, like, just cheap fodder is horrifying, actually. It's really, really quite nuts. Okay, good. Good. And then... I think I might dodge stance. So reloading is cheaper if you've only done it once. Alright, it's going to cost us 2 movement to reload, but it only costs us 1 movement next turn. So I'll allow it to be cheaper next turn. So... can you not charge? I can charge. So I could charge him. Dawid. God, do I do that? I'll be able to attack him a second time. I will be able to attack him a second time, so I could kill him. There is a chance I kill him. Which would free up all 3 of our guys here to go help out on the other scrums. Let's try it. Nice. And he was surprised. And then, yeah, I got a good chance to hit him again. We have pretty good odds to kill him. Nice. Well done, mate. Well done. And then I'm actually... yeah, I'm going to get into engagement with him. Oh, the enemy route failed. So we won. We just won the battle, and we have 2 guys. Inventory's full of weirdstone. That went really well. And we got an extra couple of things as well. For just the battleground victory rewards. We got a couple extra weirdstone. A couple extra bits of loot. So that's cool. So I think the battleground victory, those rewards, I think is just like a tiny share of the stuff that remains on the map. Basically. But to actually get like a lot of stuff, you want to pick it up yourself before the battle ends. But that went really well. We didn't lose anybody. I mean, we only took out 2 of their guys. And they failed the route, but, you know. So, you know, battles can end pretty quickly. The thing is, you don't want it to be a fight to the death. Because you can suffer injuries, right? So you kind of want battles to end a little sooner, and you want loot to be the point. But, yeah, I'm really happy with that. Levi Autumn took someone out. Yeah, he did really well. Scored a bunch of weirdstone, did loads of damage. Yeah, he did great. He's going to get a lot of experience.
A warrior needs a bit of luck and a lot of skill to win a battle. But most of all, he needs strategy. You have managed to find the winning mixture. Now just be careful not to lose it.
I'll try, mate. I'll try. Oh boy. Okay, so got a couple of experience for surviving the mission. Got an extra experience for knocking someone out. So you actually get more experience for surviving than knocking enemies out. So looking for a fight actually means you're probably more likely to miss out on the 2 experience than the 1. So like, emphasis on just trying to remain alive, grabbing treasure, you know, picking your battle so you can just rout the enemy and get out of there. So it's, yeah, it's an interesting game in that regard. Because, you know, this is all stuff left over from the tabletop, I believe. But yeah, martial advancement for him as well, so we can put up his weapon skill. Okay, got experience for surviving the mission. No level ups though. Yeah, he survived. He survived. No experience for grabbing treasure though, which I think is a bit sad. Should get experience for treasure. So yeah, battleground victory. Everyone got another couple of experience. So, items acquired. Your victory has afforded you... Oh god, I can't believe we got that hunting rifle as well. Your victory has afforded you time to loot a portion of the remaining weird stones and treasures in the area before returning to the hideout. You've acquired the following spoils, both during and after the battle. So yeah, 6 fragments, 2 shards. We found a bow, some Bugman's Ale, which I think heals, and a hunting rifle, which I think we'll give out to our marksman. I think we'll have him with the hunting rifle immediately. Because if he's just standing there, like, hunting rifles are expensive to reload. But it doesn't matter if you're just going to find a place to sit and keep shooting, you know. Every time you return from a mission, you must pay the upkeep costs of your warriors, as well as treatment costs for any injuries they have sustained. Warriors refuse to join missions until they are paid. Right. So. Okay, sorry, do I need to... There, pay. Oh, that's fine. You do that. Good. So you have to choose to pay them. I guess if you don't want to bring them along, you can just refuse to pay them. Yeah, you, mate. Let's give you a hunting rifle. And yeah, he has a dagger in his other hand. We need to remember that. But how great is that? Much great. And yeah, amulets increase magic resistance, which I think also applies to picking up weirdstone. So that's good. So yeah, across the Empire, archers and hunters are famed for their skills. The best are reckoned to be able to strike a coin with an arrow at 300 yards. Such marksmen are a coveted asset for mercenary warbands, often deployed to snipe at enemies from the windows of ruined buildings and from behind broken walls. So yeah, we do need to make use of the terrain a bit more. It just, when we were out in the open, it meant that we could shoot at anyone in those big areas. If we were like in a window, then, you know, anything like closer to the walls we wouldn't be able to shoot down at, and like, makes it awkward. So I was trying to make sure he could get shots in, seeing as how we had enough coverage from our other people, you know. But if you want to really make the enemy work for it to try and get to you, you know, just hole up in a window and then have one of your henchmen stand in the doorway in ambush stance, and you can get some pretty good results. You know, catch some people out, start lowering their morale. So yeah, we should probably level up and stuff. So let's see, leadership increases morale value, so increases chance to pass psychological tests, and it puts his rating up. Intelligence increases spell damage, spell resistance, stun resistance, increases chance to pass mental condition tests, so stupidity, paranoia, deranged, and increase rated by 1. Or alertness, range resistance goes up, perception tests go up, initiative goes up. I mean, extra initiative for our leader does sound good. If he could always be the one to attack, or the one to go into ambush stance, or whatever, you know, in a turn. I think that would be very handy. So that's not a bad idea, getting his initiative up. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Let's put up his alertness. It's really low. What should we put his leadership? He is the leader. I think his leadership also impacts the role for your route tests, I think. So, yeah, we'll see if we can make use of that. Alright, and you? This is weapon skill. So that puts up your melee hit chance, your parry chance, and yeah, melee resistance. But yes, hit chance by 2%. Doesn't seem like a huge amount, but it helps. Definitely helps. So, cool. So, do we have... Oh, that's skills. Alright, let's, So, yeah, no armor for him. I was thinking maybe put him in light armor. What else do we have? We can get a great axe, which is a bit more damaging than the halberd. Okay, it doesn't get the bonus crit damage, but it can bypass armor absorption, which is pretty good. You can't parry, but then I don't think parry is really useful for him. Better chance to dodge a great axe, though. And yeah, they're heavy, so each successive attack does less damage as you tire. And as tiring as well. Each successive attack costs more OP. Your offensive points. So I mean, great axe does seem quite good. Oh, and it puts our initiative down some more as well. I think I'll keep the halberd. I think keep the halberd for style points. We can give this guy sword and board as well. There's no reason why we can't give him sword and board. We can do that too. But yeah, him having a heavy weapon, I enjoy. I enjoy. Right, so has everyone leveled up? So I think that means we're done. So we're going to have a look, see what mission there is. I mean, you can just go to the shop as well, I realised. Rather than going to equip, you can just look at stuff. Because this is all like the junk that we've got. We've got like crossbows and all sorts. Wait, hang on. No, that's a lie. This is stuff we can buy. This is... Why is there buying here and buying here? What? Oh, that's just the latest arrivals. I see. The stock will keep going up. Now I see why. Anyway, yeah, this is what we have. We have a longbow and a bow. I realize we had a longbow equipped. Extra crit damage, which is kind of cool. Bugman's Ale. Increases chance to pass all alone. Fear and terror tests for 2 turns. Reduces maximum movement range. Okay, so that's pretty niche. Maybe we just leave it. Alright. What we're going to do... oh, we need to go to the next day. Alright, let's see what arrives then. Are you sure we're going to end the day? I think so. Yeah.
Shipment request arrived.
Okay, brilliant. We've got some new stuff. Nope, someone wants stuff. Warband is hale and hearty. Good. Smuggler's Den. So what do you need? Visit Smuggler's Den to order and sell weird stone you have gathered during missions. Alright, yeah, this is the actual, point of the game. I was like, what's this thing? Oh, it's the point of the game. Yeah. Weirdstone smuggling is your primary source of income and should not be neglected. You may sell to various factions around Mordheim that are willing to purchase your stock, in addition to earning gold crowns. Your reputation with each faction will increase as you sell Weirdstone to them. Earning rewards and bonuses for reaching certain milestones. It's recommended you fulfill the requested shipment from your primary faction first and foremost, and then sell any excess Weirdstone to the faction of your choice. So yeah, so we've got 10 days to get 75. And currently we have 16. Oh boy. Well, cool. We can send it though. We can send that off. Oh no, we can't. We need to actually fill it up. We need to have it completely full before we can send any. So sure. So we can send off to Baron von Leitdorfer. Cool. And then yeah, we get these extra people we can send it to, huh? That's kind of fun. And we get extra bonuses as well, huh? That's cool. Gain additional data to fulfill Weirdstone requests. That's nice. 3 etheric focus, normal quality. Okay. Don't entirely know what those are. Trusted agents, all Weirdstone requests now paid at more price. So yeah, some cool stuff as we level this up, which I like. It's fun. But now back to the war camp, back to our campaign screen. And let's see what there is to do so we can decide what the next episode is going to be. Ooh, this is exciting. I'm glad we're starting this. This is really fun. I love the vibe of this game, even if there's a lot of jank, inherent with this game. It's, yeah, it's Mordheim. I bloody love Mordheim. So both warbands deploy tightly around their wagons, prepare to face each other. That I like. An average amounts of each, which is pretty great, honestly. That is pretty damn good. Just another quite normal fight like last time, but that's a lot of treasure to be had. Don't know who we'll be facing against, of course. You never know. And, yeah, Rivals in the Ruins. That's what it's called, which I think that's one where you have to grab tokens from specific enemies, I think, to get bonuses. Should I send scouts? We have so much money. Let's send scouts. We discovered another one. Normal, difficulty, average, poor. Okay. Everyone's scattered. Yeah, I think we do this. Rivals in the ruins. Do that. Obviously have our usual bunch. And yeah, that's what we're going to do next turn. Oh boy, both warband. Yeah, I mean, I wish there was more of a description of this. It won't be until we actually start. But I want to end the episode here. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
Human creatures filtered into Mordheim, staking their own claims. An endless pilgrimage of the greedy and ambitious fighting and dying in a place now called the City of the Damned.